Greetings. We have here with us a startupper named Dimitris Petrotos, and he will give us an interview regarding entrepreneurship and circular startups for the aims of the Restart project. So, hello Dimitris, and thank you for being here with us. So, for the aims of the interview, I would like you to please give us your name and background.
Thank you for having me. My name is, as you said, Dimitris Petrotos, and my academic training is mostly focused in architecture. I studied in Florence in Italy, and most precisely I studied industrial design and naval architecture, with a master's degree in constructions in extreme environments and another one in economics and entrepreneurship.
Great. Can you tell us a bit more about your business title and what does your current business do?
Over the years working as an architect, I realized that on top of my love for the pencil and the brush, I have also a deep fondness for the screwdriver. And the combination of the two led to the forming of Laddroller, of which I am the founder. Laddroller is focused on the development of an innovative mobility device with both the user and the actual urban fabric in mind. And it is mostly a mobility device for elderly and, of course, disabled people.
Thank you. Can you tell us about your business and where it is located?
Our offices and all research and development of our mobility device is based in Larissa, in central Greece. And recently we have started our first manufacturing run in a fully automated facility in Athens.
Great. So, Dimitris, about motivation now, can you tell us a bit about what motivated you to start or be a member of a circular business?
As you know, I am an architect. When a client of mine after a terrible car crash, she had asked me to remodel her house to meet her new needs, a house that I had built for her a couple of years earlier. I took it as a challenge. Lowering the light switches and the kitchen cabinets wasn't tricky. Creating spaces under the sink or in her wardrobe in order to have her wheelchair fit and make the whole house accessible was easy. What I didn't realize back then was that I was creating a nightmare for the other members of her family. A totally inaccessible house for them. The light switches were awkwardly low, as was the sink, and everything in that house was strangely placed. That was for me the light bulb moment. What if, instead of lowering everything in the environment of the house, we could make those people stand up anytime they wanted to reach a book on the top shelf and have them enjoy also their life outside of their house.
Thank you for sharing. Now about the process of transforming your business into a startup. Can you tell us a bit about the obstacles or the challenges you had to face?
Some of the challenges we faced during the evolution of Laddroller into a startup with the circular economy guidelines in mind, and of course trying since the beginning to adapt the whole environmental, social and governance standards in order to have a clear measurement of Laddroller's impact on the society, the environment, and of course how transparent and accountable it is, included our lack of knowledge and understanding of those guidelines, the pain of changing the business models we were familiar with, the supply chain challenges we had to face, resistance to change even from our members because they knew a set of tools and they were used to, and of course the lack of data and measurements in those new environments, of course the regulation and standardization that we had to learn a bit more, and of course financing.
I can understand. Now, if you think that something worked for your startup, what do you think that it will be the key success factor for you?
I believe our key success factor is that we built Laddroller not as a product, but as an actual startup company since the very beginning. This way, Laddroller had all the characteristics a startup company is portrayed with, such as flexibility, innovation, of course, linear operations, because we are a small group of engineers mostly, our focus on the customers we are building this mobility device around. Strong leaderships, because all of us are decision makers, but we are a very lean team of decision makers. Our passion, of course. The lack of legacy, because we are not.
You didn't inherit.
Exactly. And of course, speed. This is something that we have zero bureaucracy, and this speeds up everything.
Thank you. And now, last but not least, it would be great if you could share with us some tips, if we can admit that someone can have tips on that. Starting your own startup business.
Some tips I would recommend include seeking out valuable assets such as mentors, networking, developing the necessary skills. It is also important to have a clear understanding of the circular economy, of course, and ESG guidelines, and of course understand how the future business can contribute to it. In some more detail, if you should start tomorrow with a new business, you should most definitely first research the market in order to know your customer. Create a business plan, a solid one, build, of course, a solid and strong team, and a strong network after that. Be prepared for all the challenges imaginable. Seek out mentors in order to learn from them. Be mindful of the sustainability, because everything should be sustainable. Continuously improve your product or your service, and then start working.
Thank you for sharing, Dimitris. You have been more than helpful, and hopefully it will help students in their START project as well.
Thank you for having me.